Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Breaking Boards. I got my buddy Adam here with me for the show on a happy Memorial Day for you guys. Just had some family leave town myself. Playing a little bit of afternoon baseball, so not a lot going on. So I wanted to hop on, knock out a couple of drafts, and Adam had some time to join me for those drafts. Adam, how's it going on Memorial Day?
So far, so good, Randy. I just had to be a big steak dinner from a local or national chain restaurant steakhouse. But since they don't sponsor us, I'm not going to plug them.
Yeah, no free stuff, gas, grass, or well, you know what the rest of it is. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. But some shameless plugs since no one wants to pay us. As you see on your screen, if you're looking at your phone or your TV, wherever you're at, you will see a chart currently instead of a draft board, which we will fix here shortly. But just wanted to feed the site a little bit. I'm going to throw up the QR code for the site to make it easy for you guys as well. If you're looking at your screen, you can scan it and head over to breakingboardsdfs.com. On this spreadsheet, you'll see the playoff data for best ball for 2026. You'll see the team here, their opponent in 15, 16, and 17, and then their overall rankings as far as it stands for each week. So if you look and if we sort by, let's say, quarterback for overall playoff matchups, you will see that Minnesota and Kyler Murray has the best matchup. Then you have Matthew Stafford, so forth and so on. You guys get how that works. You can do the same for any of these other positions. Just kind of gives you a leg up when you are looking to do your stacks for best ball, which, in my opinion, it's important to get through, obviously, weeks 1 through 14. But that's really cool and stuff. But I want to get paid. So I'm planning for weeks 15, 16, and 17 when the actual money is being dispersed, not just when the happiness of going on to the second round is happening. But yeah, if you want to scan that code, head over to breakingboardsdfs.com. Again, that article, that spreadsheet is available to you right now. Scroll down the page, you will see the article up, and you just scroll to the bottom of the article, download the file, and you'll be able to check it out. But let me switch us over here to the draft board for DraftKings. Should be able to see it now. And Adam, you let me know when you are ready, and we will do our typical countdown, and we will get into a draft.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to talk a bit about what you are planning for baseball? I know we've had some people ask about baseball and what we might be offering for baseball as far as baseball best ball. Say that 5 times fast.
Yes.
And as far as DFS and betting and all that kind of stuff. So I'll let you take the floor for a second and talk about that.
Well, we're going to start out with baseball. Next week, we're going to start giving out DFS picks, core plays, uh, stacks of what we believe, and conviction plays as well. We're going to give that all out for free for the remainder of this year. Uh, we're not going to ask you to subscribe to anything for baseball content. I'm just going to give it out to you. Okay. And then come the end of the year, best ball playoffs, we will also do uh, shows on that as well for the DraftKings and the underdog platforms, and playoff DFS as well. And then next year, uh, if you if you like, we will dive into it more. And next year will be Tuesdays and Fridays, the slates for DFS, and we'll have content on our other social media outlets, TikTok, Instagram, throughout the rest of the week. But I am dedicated to give you the plays for each day throughout the rest of the summer and into the fall for this year. But next year we will be doing uh, baseball on Tuesdays and Fridays, DFS. We'll do best ball before the season, like we do in football, and we will do best ball for playoffs as well. And most of that content will come from me, and we will figure out the logistics of it as we go. But as far as videos for this year from baseball, there will be none. It will all be article based. I will give you my plays each day starting next week, and we will go from there. And then, like I said, for best ball end of the year, we will tackle that when we get there. But we are driven by you. The content you want is the content we'll give. So
definitely. I mean, I think that, I'll probably be your secondary baseball guy. Doubt I will dabble too much, as I can't watch a whole baseball game without falling asleep. So it's hard for me to be vested in something when I'm uninterested. Again, I played a little bit today just to, have some skin in the game. But as far as being totally active, again, I'll throw up the QR code on the screen for you if you want to check out breakingboardsdfs.com. If you want to check out Adam's article, we're going to have some rankings available for NFL best ball later on today as well. My DraftKings rankings are already currently up on the site. You just go onto the site, go to shop, and you'll see those on there. I'll have DraftKings updated later on today, as well as Underdog uploaded, and then should have Adam's rankings as well. More rankings to come for that. Also, once Ben and Michael are available to join us on some streams. So a lot of stuff coming, but yeah, go check us out. Give us a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be bringing out a ton of content. If you want to see anything new, if you want more Adam than Randy, if you want to, however you want the channel to go, we're going to let you guys decide how it looks. So just let us know in the comment if you want to drop us a comment down below and let us have any ideas, any content you want to see coming, anything of that nature. Let's see where we're at with this draft here. Are we 12 of 12 yet? One more person.
11 of 12. Okay, I like it.
We are 11 of 12. Somebody get in there. If somebody's somehow, there we go. You pick 3. Pick 3 and pick 6 for both of us. Adam coming off the board at 3, and I'm coming off the board at 6. And I'll let Adam talk about where he wants to go with his pick at the 3rd overall.
Well, pick 3 is definitely going to be a running back in this situation, I believe, but we'll see how that holds up. Luckily, my pre-draft rankings are available this time around. I did not have my rankings ready for last draft, but they are ready this draft, so I don't have any issues about if I'm having internet connection issues or having any other problems. I know where I'm going. Bijan and Gibbs are first 1 and 2 for me, so if anybody goes contrarian, I will be in a good spot with getting one of those 2. If not, actually, my 3rd is Jamar Chase, so I will not be taking a running back unless it falls to me. But again, you'll have all my rankings up within a matter of the before you see this video, you will have my rankings available to you. So, which is great.
And I need to get signed into the solver here. So if you see anything crazy on your screen for a second, just bear with me. I forgot that I am not signed in. So we are going to get signed in real quick and then get this reloaded.
Yeah, that solver is really beneficial for you to have, again, because it allows you your bye weeks so you don't get overlapping players and you don't get where you can have a tight end and you pick them all in the same bye week and you don't have a tight end. That's going to be a problem for sure, especially if you're fighting for a playoff spot and you don't have a tight end come week 11 or 12. That's going to be a problem.
What's actually going to be a problem is I deleted my rankings today, so we're all vibes based right now. So I'm going to be around the 1st of every month. I'm going to clear my rankings just to make sure I'm staying on top of news and all that kind of stuff. So I've cleared my rankings. Like I said, I do have my current rankings up, but I'll be updating those probably later on tonight, at least by tomorrow, to have those up for everybody. But as of right now, we're vibing right now. We're just going whatever I'm feeling.
So we're backwards from what we were on our last video, where I didn't have my rankings and you were set up nicely.
Absolutely. Jamar Chase goes off the board. I think pick 6 for me is like the first actual decision. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is pretty clear. It's Gibbs, Robinson, Chase, Puka, and JSN, ever how you want to take them. Hopefully this guy goes with CMC and I can just go JSN. If he does go JSN, I'm not really feeling CMC personally, so I will probably move someone up the board just a bit. Likely a guy like Justin Jefferson or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Talked about CMC in previous videos and how I'm not high on him this season. I know he's technically the 6'2" right now. I don't have any CMC, so that might be a problem. I think if I'm gonna get any CMC, it's got to be like right now. We're gonna vibe base, like we said. We're gonna go CMC. First share of CMC this year. Absolutely hate it. So we're gonna start off dirty and try to make it a little bit nasty as we move throughout the draft here.
I think Randy was looking at my draft rankings, which he doesn't even have in his disposal yet. But Justin Jefferson and Amon-Ra St. Brown were both ahead of Christian McCaffrey on my rankings.
Is that Kenneth Walker? Am I seeing stuff right now? Is that Kenneth Walker at 1.9?
Going 1.9.
That's the same Kenneth Walker that played for Seattle for the last few years. That's now in Kansas City.
Yeah, I have him down, way down off the board. Not in the first round, obviously.
I think in my previous rankings, he was like 16 or 17.
Yeah, I had
Justin
him
Jefferson after Kenneth
14.
Walker. Like, is this real life right now?
This is
Amon-Ra at the 11. Wow.
This is interesting for sure.
Yeah, this should be the James Cook, Josh Allen flip. That's
but why?
I'm either going to love this draft or absolutely hate my life, log out, rage quit, and smash my computer. It could go either way.
This guy's going to draft Khalil Shakir and
Tupac Shakir.
And he's going to draft who else?
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, Kincaid. He'll probably draft
DJ Moore round 3.
DJ Moore, absolutely. So it looks like he's going to be a Buffalo homer, but we'll see. I mean, he could just be in love with the Buffalo backfield. You're splitting. You're splitting your numbers right there, though, with those two.
Nothing against Matt SW76, but I probably would not be purchasing his rankings if this is how they're ranked currently. I have Cook on DraftKings around, like I said, I'm redoing my rankings now, but he'd be around pick 16 for me. Mm-hmm. And then Allen is like later on round 2. What are we looking at for me here at pick 19?
Well,
he takes the guy that I really wanted. So it looks like we're going to go running back start, and we're going to go with vibes-based Chase Brown. I am actually pretty high on this Cincy offense for 26, and I think that Chase Brown's going to have as many looks and as many targets as he can handle. So we're going to go running back start. I don't love a lot of those, and probably won't go running back again until round like the Gainwell, Tyrone Tracy range.
Let's see. Derrick Henry goes off the board. Okay, so my number 1 tight end went right there. I'm looking ahead to see where I need to be. And I guess as much as it pains me, I'm going to go with I'm going to skip tight end right now and go with George Pickens. I had Trey McBride. I had Trey McBride as my next pick in my rankings, but I said no.
IKB, I know ball. I think Trey McBride is not going to have quite the year that he had last year. I think he's going to be about 20% worse than what he was last year. But you're back up here in round 3 with Chase and with Pickens so far.
Yep. And I have 2 wide receivers now. I think it's time to go get a running back. I don't have to go too far for that. So I'm going to go down here and select Kyren Williams.
Also, guys, we're probably going to do 2 drafts. I think we have time for 2 today. So we're probably going to do a secondary draft if you want to stick around for that one as well. So CMC and Chase Brown for me. Coming back around at the top of my board, top of my heart, the top of Boom Shakalaka. Chris Olave in round 3 for me. So to recap, through 3, we have Jamar Chase, George Pickens, and Kyron for Adam. CMC, Chase Brown, and Chris Olave for me. And we have some nastiness going off the board at the end and middle, really, of round 1, with Kenneth Walker going off the 1-9, James Cook, Allen at the flip. Pretty even right now, running back and receiver. I don't mind Bowers this early, but for me, this is a little early for Allen, for Josh Allen and for Trey McBride. I would take McBride probably after Jacobs. So, like, if McBride had fallen to me, I would have gone McBride. And then Allen.
Is it DJ Moore? Oh, it's Colson Loveland. I have no idea.
It's more this time. Oh, nope. Double tied in. What is Tucker Kraft?
Okay, hey, you know what?
Like,
solid.
I got stigmatisms, man, so it messes with my eyes. So I got to look a little close sometimes. But I'm like, I like me some Colston Loveland.
At least they had different.
I don't like him that much.
Ooh, wow.
I hate to hate on a man, but
my board looks awful now, thanks to what's going on right now.
This man's gonna have a bye week 1 through, or he's gonna definitely have a bye week 15, 16, and 17 because he ain't making it with this team. I mean, no receivers through 4. James Cook, Josh Allen, double tight end. I hope that he didn't hate his start and is about to throw the draft, so this draft's not going to be.
I don't think so. I think he's looking at Josh Allen as his RB2.
I don't know what the hell he's looking at, but
he's not throwing to anybody unless he gets Kincaid, which will be 3 tight ends then. Mm-hmm. Interesting, yes, but we shall see.
I'm a little torn here with Devonta Smith and Zay Flowers. They're like back to back for me in the rankings.
And they are not back to back.
Both have like week 17 stuff for me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with Devonta, and the reason for that is that I believe that I can get Mark Andrews late or later to have a little bit of Baltimore, and I don't really like Goddard for the Eagles. But yeah, back to you in round 4.
Yeah. So my next 2 on the board were either Devontae or Zay Flowers. Again, I think you're peeking at my rankings without even peeking at my rankings. If I can even talk English today. But we're going with Zay Flowers. Yeah, we're going with Zay Flowers at the 4th pick, 410. We're going to come back around, and it's going to be dicey. Somebody's probably going to reach, and I'm not going to like it, so we're not going to talk about it until it happens.
Well, if they reach, you'll just have to teach. I have no clue.
Later on, yeah.
No clue. I'm taking next. I would like to get another receiver if possible for me. We'll see if a guy like Ted McMillan, T. Higgins, that type of range falls back around here. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, Ted's already gone. I didn't see Ted went before Burden and Devonta.
Okay, I mean, big time running on that. A lot of wide receiver play right now.
Yeah, definitely round 4 was
people are panicking
except for 2 guys.
All wide receivers, yeah. I don't like that Scatterwood pick that early. I personally, it's just me. I had him way down on the list. Okay, Devontae Adams was next on the board, which allows me to have my next on the board, which is what I wanted right here, because you're going to pair and stack. It's time to get Lamar. He's my next on my ranking list. Might as well take him.
And that's another reason why
I had him at 43.
That's another reason why you don't go no receivers. Look how much yellow is on your board right now. This guy just went Cook, Allen, tight end. Mm-hmm. Like, this is essentially an 11-person draft now, and this person is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can catch up at receiver.
No.
I'm going by his base, but since I'm up next, I should probably look at the board. We would go J-Mo if he makes it, and he obviously immediately gets taken. So that's a fun little thing. Yeah. I think for me, I'm just uncertain on Judkins. I like Swift, but we have way too many running backs already. I guess we're going to go Rome Odunze given the run on receiver and reach just a little bit there on Rome. I do think he'll have a pretty good year in Chicago.
So far, this draft is really a lot better for me personally. I already have a stack, which already feels good. But I think pre-drafting or pre-ranking your drafts is obviously what you need to do. I've been so
You need
notorious.
some type of rankings.
I've been notorious. Go ahead, Randy.
Whether you buy them from us, whether you get them from somebody else, whether you do your own, you need some type of rankings. You can't just be like, I'm doing these 2 drafts vibe based, but I've done already like 50 drafts, so I kind of have an idea where I want to go. Plus, I didn't want to do all of my drafts off of the same rankings. That's why I'm like resetting every month to give you guys fresh rankings, to give myself a fresh start over, to relook at everything. Now that I'm putting together all my charts, all my spreadsheets, everything else, I really like. I'm deep in the weeds at this point, so I'm not just doing this 100% off vibes. I'm just kind of drafting who falls to me off vibes, but I've done a lot of research already. He finally takes a receiver, by the way.
It is essential to do rankings so you don't get Tyreek Hill at pick whatever 80. I think he's listed at, when he may not even play this year. He doesn't have a team, and you get your internet get fuzzy about round 7, and all of a sudden you have or 8, and you have Tyreek Hill on your team. It's not good.
Or you get Tucker Kraft at the 4-1, who's coming off an ACL tear.
He actually picked that. So
yeah, no, that's that might be his rankings. Like I said, I would not be purchasing those rankings. I do like Tucker Kraft, but not that much. Coming back around to me next here, I would go Jordan Tyson if he is available. If not, I'm going to cry.
Oh, jeez. Tears will be shed, Randy. Tears will be
I feel like they're really they're testing me right now. They're testing the skill. They're testing the knowledge. They're testing my ability to not give a shit and F up everybody else's draft if they want to F with mine. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get off the board. We're going to go Jaden Daniels, and I'm going to try to get a tight end with him later. And hopefully no one else is beating me to the punch on a guy that nobody else should really want.
Nobody else should want. So I'm looking at my draft order, and I don't really like what I have right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get. It's probably not the right play, but coming back around, it may make sense.
Are you about to take Dak?
Yeah, and we're going to get my second quarterback.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to go and
pair 2 tight ends to the 12 and 2 quarterbacks to the. I will say that in this range,
I might have broken the system right here.
In this range, I do like the quarterbacks more than I like anything else. Like in my rankings, I have the QBs above. Like I have Daniels above Bishal Tootin. I have Hurts above Dak. I have May. Like all those guys above Warren. All those guys above Parker Washington. All those guys above Tate. So in this range, I don't mind going double QB and then just not taking a third.
Now I have to go running back right here. Not have to, but I need to.
I guess that's the beauty of it for me is I'm not really locked in right now. I got 2, 3, 1. So
I did. I don't know. It's. Whoa. Nope. Okay. That was. I literally drafted. Yeah, and that's when technology hurts you sometimes. I had him ranked right there, so that's fine.
I'm going to go ahead and guess this pick is going to be Brian Thomas. I've been getting robbed every pick. It's going to be Brian Thomas Jr.
By the way, for those who are asking who I actually selected or assumed I selected because I had him in my queue and I hit draft, it was Ramondre Stevenson.
But was it?
I said running back. It was.
What was it?
It was.
I'm actually torn between Ramondre and DK Metcalf.
I just ruined somebody's draft. I don't know who, but
Everyone who wanted a secondary quarterback. We're going to go with Metcalf and hope he's something this year for Pittsburgh. I'm not in love with that pick.
I tell you what, I want
I don't
to get
love
in the
this
rest of this
draft.
draft.
I don't love this draft, but I do love the fact that you guys are screwing it up. So it gives me a chance.
I will not be drafting another quarterback this draft.
So through
Not
seven,
intentionally.
Adam has Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Kyron Williams, Zay Flowers, and then he started taking a bunch of edibles. It has Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, and Caleb Williams back to back to back. I have CMC, Chase Brown, Chris Olave, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Jaden Daniels, and DK Metcalf.
Surprisingly, all three of those quarterbacks have different bye weeks. I'm set.
It's not really the bye weeks. They should be on different teams.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's the major problem is like, I don't think you were supposed to take them all. What is this guy doing? I hope he drafts 150 drafts with me, which is impossible because I'm already about 25 in.
Yeah.
But if he would like to get in some high stakes stuff, I would be more than happy to pick up any action from Matt SW76.
I did tell you he's running Josh Allen naked as a running back, basically. He doesn't need a receiver.
He's running weeks 15, 16, and 17 naked as well. If you want to shoot me any kind of head-to-heads during the year, or feel free, bud. Feel free.
Man. I gotta get my draft back on the rails, so to speak. Not that it went off the rails, but
it looks like your draft has been railed. Is what it looks like currently. So
it looks can be deceiving right there. Quarterback probably the best play at that, like you said, at that round. It's probably the best play. Not three of them in a row, but
looks can be deceiving from a guy who just drafted 3 drunken quarterbacks in a row. I've left the bar with some of those before. It's not pretty. I'm gonna guess I'm 3 for 3. I'm gonna guess Chris Godwin comes off the board here.
Oh yeah, he's got to come off the board.
Trevor Lawrence, thank you so much for being a human being. We're gonna go Chris Godwin.
There he is. Yep, there he is. But
That's
you got
me.
him. Right?
That's me.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's good. That's good.
Wide receiver 5, Chris Godwin.
That's good.
Who's your QB4 that you're taking here?
Looking at Matthew Stafford, he's next on my board as QB. He's number 89 ranked. I will be getting him. Oh, he just went. Well, I guess I can't get him now. Let's see. I don't like where I'm at. So where I'm not going to fail is...
I'm not sure if there's like a redraft option that you could select to maybe try to start over.
I hope I got him. Did I get him? Jacoby Myers. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
You got Jacoby Myers.
That's good. That's good.
QB2 is going to be tough. The QBs, this is happening a lot on DraftKings, by the way, where I don't want you to push QBs up the board if you're doing drafts, but you need to be cognizant of what is going on in your room. You have guys like this Vikings 33 guy that's just taking an incredible amount of QBs for no reason. And you have all these other guys in the draft. I mean, look at these last 3-4 rounds here. It's bleeding red. So when this happens, I tend to let it just fall to me. And that's why I took DK Metcalf over Ramondre, because I can get a guy like Aaron Rodgers, although I don't want him. I can get a guy like Baker Mayfield, even though I don't want him. Tyler Shuck, if that falls as well. So I like to give myself some options when people are getting a little bit out of hand with the QB position. Coming back around to you at the 9-3 pick number 99.
Yes, it is. And it's time to get some running backs because I still only have one, surprisingly.
Well, you did say the guy in the 12 was effectively counting in that Josh Allen is his RB2. So I assume for you,
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson would be your RB2.
But I
don't think you can play him that way.
No.
So we'll have to see how that goes. Well, so did he. He took James Cook in round 1.
Well, but I got Flowers. I actually have somebody he can pass it to. He does not have anybody. He does not have anybody he can pass, or that Josh Allen can pass to. So
here for me, a little bit torn. I think Kyle Pitts is going to have a pretty decent target share, so I think we're going to go with Kyle Pitts. I shouldn't have a lot of him. I have 0 of him, so that helps. I have some week 17 there as well, as you see the little 17. So we are going to go Kyle Pitts in round number 9.
For those who didn't know, I picked Kyle Managai as my guy as running back for my 9th round pick. Now I have Kyle Managai and Kyron Williams as my RB 1 and 2.
I think I'm slightly better than you at running back currently.
Just a little bit.
My first two picks, I went running back with CMC and Chase Brown. Mm-hmm. CMC against my will. But it is what it is. Another reason I went Kyle Pitts. So again, when the room starts telling me stuff, I tend to try to listen, right? So everybody's got 2 quarterbacks, it looks like. Sometimes they have 3. But since the room is making mistakes, in my opinion, what I am doing is I am drafting back stacks. I am drafting the ability for me later on in the draft to not have to reach and take a QB2 or a QB3, Rodgers, Baker, Tua, Penix, whoever is going to be the QB for Atlanta. So I'm trying to get myself back stacking outs now that everyone else is going QB heavy. I'm going to assume that they're not taking 3, 4, 5 QBs later. I mean, again, a 3 QB run there. So you guys keep playing around, and you're in the FO or FA phase right now, and then you will be in the FO phase as we move throughout the rest of the draft.
What happens, when the room starts spinning?
I believe Lifehouse wrote a song about that, right? I believe your world turns upside down.
Okay.
We are going to assume that Tyler Shuck doesn't get taken, and we are going to go with Kenny G here at my pick. And if he does, if Tyler Shuck does get off the board, we have some other options we can go with.
We have a whole heck of a lot of problems too, because you probably shouldn't be taken right there.
Kenny Gainwell?
No.
Are you talking about
Tyler
okay,
Shuck? Yeah, he probably should be alive coming back around.
I'm trying to nut if you Shuck, boy. That's what I'm trying to do. And round number 11. I thought you were going to talk all that and then take him as your QB4.
We have selected Aaron Jones. We're not taking QB4. We are not doing that. Good to know I'm not the only person that took 3 quarterbacks in a row. As you see, Bruce Lee, Roy Gregory, Roy G. Bibb. I don't know.
You're on this cliff by yourself. I'm just gonna watch this movie. You trying to figure out what that is?
Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Malik Willis. He went 3 in a row. I think I'm a little bit better, but of course I did get him 3 rounds ahead of his starting point on that. So,
I mean, what is this real life?
These quarterbacks are going.
This has
fast.
To be a simulation. This has to be a simulation. This cannot be real life.
Well, the problem is, figure out. In simulation speak, Tyreek Hill would have been already off the board, I think.
Like, whatever gummies you guys are on right now, I would like for you to mail me a bag to my house, please, because, yeah, I didn't have C.J. Stroud, Khalil Shakir at the 10-11 turn on my bingo card currently.
Correct.
Are you going Fergie? Is that where we're going right here?
Yeah, that's exactly where we're going right here. He's not on my board like that, but we're going him because, I mean, I'm hoping I hit him. I'm hoping I did it, and I hope it took. It did not.
You did not.
It did not.
What is going on with your draft board, sir?
I don't know. Really. You're currently
all I know is when you post your rankings, people are definitely going to be buying mine after this draft. They're going to log in, see your draft, rush to the site to purchase my rankings. So I'm okay with it.
I get it. I get it. I fully am aware of that. Although still not a back pick. I just don't know if I can get back around to Ferguson or not.
Look at Shuck falling right to me. But see, this is why I don't reach. Even though, look, let's talk about this for a second. Even though the board starts to get really red, right? Reach on Allen, goes Lamar appropriately, reach on Burrow. These guys went appropriately. Probably didn't need him. Again, appropriate, a little bit of ADP value, but didn't need him, and it was a mistake. Jordan Love, like uber reach. Purdy's fine. Stafford, I have him lower. Lawrence is a reach. Goff a reach. Mahomes is fine. Herbert's fine. Nix is fine. Kyler's fine.
Where'd you see Goff at? That's Dart. That's not Goff.
Same guy. It's the same guy. No,
well,
like I said, I have my screen minimized so that we can make it maximize for you guys to see the board. So, but Dart and Goff there and there. So, reach on Stroud, but it would be easy for me to panic and just try to reach and get my quarterbacks as well and join in on the craziness. But when the clowns have the keys to the circus, let them have it. Kind of try to stand back a little bit, keep your game plan, and let the board follow you. Don't try to chase the board and grab QBs when you're drafting them 40, 50 picks above ADP.
Just make sure your internet connection is good before, your rankings are going to be your rankings. And if you don't have queued or people ready to go, then you're going to be stuck with whatever your ranking says. So if you have 3 quarterbacks ranked in a row and nobody's taking quarterback, well, guess what? You inherited 3 quarterbacks in a row.
I also like how we're telling everybody to do what we're talking about with rankings, and I'm doing the exact opposite right now and just vibes drafting. But I do like this draft, so I think it's fine. It's fine in part of like a 150 set. Like I don't think I'm winning 3 million with this lineup, but I'll take it if I do, right? But I think that I think this for this room, I think I'm doing pretty well.
I can get this draft back on the right wheels if I can just get my wheels to spin normally.
So back around to me here in round number 12. Given that I already have Pitts and how the running back position is getting a little thin and how we need to stack with Jaden, we're going to take Rachaad White. I do think he'll have the receiving upside there with Washington. To recap my team through round 12, CMC, Chase Brown, Olave, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Jaden Daniels, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Kyle Pitts, Kenny Gainwell, Tyler Shuck, and Rachaad White. We will review Adam's team here shortly as he makes his picks at the turn. Once it gets past me, we'll run through his team there as well.
Okay. Let's do this the right way. Draft this guy. I drafted this guy.
Are you on dial-up by chance? Is that what that's what we're dealing with here?
No, I'm. Yes, I got him.
I thought that sounded like such a negative sound there.
I was so glad I got him because I was worried I wasn't.
Oh, dude, we did so I'm gonna tie this all together, right? So my brother comes into town over the weekend. I haven't seen him in like 10 years. Brings his little girl, his wife. They're visiting for a little bit, and we go to an escape room, and we do this one called the Kidnapping 2. They take you into the room, they explain everything, they put you in a blindfold. I didn't really understand the blindfold because then, like, when the room started, it was pitch black. Like, you couldn't see anything. You're just literally trying to feel to the wall to try to figure out where you are. I'll continue this after your pick. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
So we're reaching around, trying to figure out where we are, filling things out. We finally get things going and get out of the room with like 2 minutes to spare. But I just imagine that feeling of not being able to see anything and not being able to know where you are in the room right now. It has to be the best way to explain your draft board currently.
Oh, yeah. No, rankings are good. They are solid. They are doing what they need to do, but they're just not doing them at the appropriate time when they're auto drafted. So
I'm going to go with Jawan Jennings for the double stack with Olave and Tyler Shuck, and hopefully nobody takes Chikakonkwo, and I can snag him back around. To go over Adam's team, Jamar Chase, Pickens, Kyron Williams, Zay Flowers, Lamar, Dak, Caleb Oopsie, Kobe Myers, Kyle Monangai, Aaron Jones, Bill Krosky Merritt, Jake
oopsie.
Ferguson, and Woody Marks.
Should have been oopsie, but it's not really an oopsie.
We need the what is it, the Daniel Negreanu Kid Poker World Series of Poker thing where he puts up the oopsie meter.
Mm-hmm.
We need one of those for drafts per person. So I'll try to work on a little widget or something that whenever we make a mistake, I can go in and just oopsie meter us. You want to run through the individual picks since we're going to be doing two of these, or you think people can just read the board? Hopefully they can see the teams, but
yeah,
if you want to run down.
I think they can see what's going on. I mean, we got a running back.
Since we're in round 14, I'll run through it better in the next draft. But yeah, I think it'd drive everybody nuts if I read 14 rounds picks back to back to back.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
I currently have a 2-4-5-2 build. I'm going to flip back over here because I haven't really looked at my team.
Hey, Tyreek Hill is off the board. I don't know if that was on purpose or accident, but again, if you have them ranked down, way down, you won't have to have that issue.
Oh, my goodness.
So speaking of Tyreek Hill, Randy, does he play this year at all?
No.
I don't think so, yeah.
I do not think he does.
I don't see a scenario.
So I have Tyler Shuck, who's a bit of a rushing quarterback, maybe some injury risk. I have Jaden, who's obvious injury risk later on in the season. So I'm going to go ahead and reach just a little bit up the board here. And actually, it's what? It's a ADP value a little bit. I'm going to take Francisco or Fernando Mendoza. I don't know why I keep saying Francisco. I don't know where that came into play, but nobody ever said I was the most intelligent person in the room to begin with. So here we are. Did that hurt? Well, you already took like 97 QBs and you missed on Bowers, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I have no issues with that.
Back up to you here. Round 14.
I am going to get a
Rashid Shaheed would be my guess.
No, it's hopefully it takes, but it's probably not taking. Nope, did not do again.
You took my stack. Your internet. You know what? Now it kind of seems effed up. I want this draft thrown out. I want the guy in the. Oh man, I was hoping that Trey Tucker would fall. So I'm going to do something at the end of the draft that may be a little off the board, but I actually like it quite a bit. And we're going to go ahead and flip over and cue that player up while you are thinking here.
Yeah, there's no thinking. I have him. I'm just need him to be there and I need my. So like I said, I turned off my internet here on the phone
right,
to let it run just, 5G. 5G is not being great in the world, so but I got AJ Barner, which is what I wanted last round, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that, if you'd have just auto drafted, I think you'd be in a better spot. But Jacoby Brissett goes off the board. I do have quite a bit of both these guys, but I've seen some people talking down the case for Brian Robinson, but I actually think he's going to have a pretty decent year, like Tyler Algier-esque. And he's going off the board about 20 picks, 30 picks later than what Algier did typically. So I don't think the gap between Algier and Brian Robinson is as steep as people think. So that's why I went with Brian Robinson there in round 15. So I actually like that pick quite a bit personally.
And again, I'm not upset with any of my picks because, again, I ranked my players. So it's not like I'm reaching for anybody because this is where they would have gone anyway. Or presumably, probably higher at times. But in the sequence of how this draft was going, that's not what I wanted to do, obviously. But that's why we have to have the internet or your 5G or whatever you're using. You need to calibrate it, right? You need it equipped. You need to make sure you have the necessary tools.
I thought maybe you couldn't see the draft board. I thought that was perhaps the issue.
I think what we need to do is you need to make sure you don't draft in a cardboard box.
I have so many questions.
That could be detrimental. That could be detrimental. I mean, I'm not in a cardboard box, but I'm just saying you don't do that. Don't try to draft where there's no internet or you have bad service because you're gonna have problems.
I mean, it kind of just feels like, is this like an Alice in Chains draft? Is that what we're doing right now?
Man in a box? Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like currently.
I mean, here comes the rooster.
I mean, your team looks down in a hole to me right now. I mean, it really looks like it's just in a nutshell. I mean, it's just down in a hole. If I had to put it in a nutshell, that's where that's how I'd describe it.
That's where you would, yeah. Is that where the rooster lives?
I believe he lived in Louisiana.
Okay.
Have you ever looked at like the meaning of that song?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He wrote about his grandfather who was a Vietnam veteran who was suffering from PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Back when music was music and not a bunch of random sounds like it is currently.
Yeah. So I'm here trying to figure out and trying to not overstretch myself and reach to get somebody to pair with my Caleb Williams guy that I have out here. And I don't know where that lies.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I have one of this guy maybe so far. I think I'm gonna go Jeremy. Is it Jeremy? Speaking of old like rock songs, Jeremy spoke.
Jeremy. As you would say in the South.
We're gonna go Jeremy.
You do not.
I guess the guys are wanting to look at the draft board here, and the ladies, no disrespect, but I think it's later in drafts, and especially without my rankings, I'd like to have an eye on what's going on, so I don't have a triple quarterback Woody Marks situation on my team.
Correct.
And if you'll notice, my QB3 is currently unstacked, but I have a plan for that. So,
okay, there. We paired somebody again with another quarterback, so we got three players with stacks. We have a nice Cowboy stack, and we're done with that Cowboy stack. We're finished with it.
This is a children's show, so I'd appreciate if you did not talk about your deck live on the air. Thank you so much. I also appreciate you taking the top of my draft board, which was Ryan Flournoy.
Well, he goes with Dak. So
can we stop? Can you stop making everything about your Dak? It's just disrespectful to the rest of the group.
Well, I mean, do you see the rest of the group here?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It may not be that disrespectful now that I'm looking at it. Also, look at this guy taking Chika Okonkwo. I forgot about that whole situation, taking him right after me. I appreciate that as well. And then you taking Antonio Williams.
Yeah, not on. I'm drafting again.
That is also correct.
Well, let it be.
Ron Burgundy.
Well, let it be. My draft rankings played out.
That's another guy that I don't know if he'll play this year. Yes, I know he's on a team.
Yeah.
Yes, I know he's in the NFL. Yes, I know he is. Like, what in the world were we thinking last year, taking him in like the 50s?
I don't know, because I don't think I had any of them.
Unless I was forced to. Real question.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it crazy to think that Brandon Ayuk ends up in Washington? I'm going to draft one team. I'm going to get one team of Brandon Ayuk because I think he's done. I'm going to draft one team. Everything inside of me wants to go Gunnar Helm, but I got a plan at tight end. I'm going to take Brandon Ayuk.
It's crazy to think that Brandon Ayuk actually plays this year.
I also agree.
Or any year.
I also agree. I don't think that he does. And in my rankings, I actually had him X'd out. This is one reason why I'm doing some drafts kind of off the board so that situations like this happen and I do get a little bit of these guys, like one or two, because I'm doing so many teams. But yeah, I think there's if I had to assign a percentage that he pays off the 17th round price tag, it's got to be like what 3% that he pays off the price tag. I just don't think that we see Brandon Ayuk do anything in the NFL moving forward. So we'll probably draft some more receivers. I might be done at running back with CMC, Chase Brown, Kenny Gainwell, Rachaad White, Brian Robinson. So I might just go one wide receiver and two running backs to close this thing out, which is exactly what I have on my board currently. So we'll see how that goes. Probably should rank my guys appropriately instead of just vibe basing the board here. So we'll see how this comes back around to me. Hopefully none of you guys pick off the guy that I'm hoping I get later on in the draft. Do you have any plans for this pick or how you're finishing out your draft here?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get somebody with Caleb, and then I gotta get. I mean, I need to get another running back. I have 7 wide receivers right now and 5 running backs.
I mean,
so I have to
if
get one
I
more
were
running
you,
back.
if I were you, I know what I would do.
Yep.
As far as Caleb, you have a plan there?
Yeah, Khalif Raymond is what I'm looking at.
No. Think harder.
Cole Kmet is really what I'm looking at.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's my number one option. But then I want to go back and get a receiver too with him. But I could really use somebody else with Lamar, but not really, I guess.
I'll be honest right here. I kind of want to go Kayshon Boutte because what if AJ Brown doesn't make it to New England, and Boutte would be a hell of a pick if the AJ Brown thing just doesn't come to fruition like we all think it will. But what happens when it doesn't?
Correct.
That also is going to plug another one of our shows. I dropped it this morning if you want to go check it out, where I talk about 3 scenarios that what if what you think is going to happen in the best ball community doesn't happen. This week's episode is rehashing round number 1. I talk very specifically through each player, how you should be drafting them, who you should avoid, how you should be drafting later on in the draft each time you draft those individual players. So I go through Gibbs, Bijan, Puka, Chase, JSN, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, Ashton Genty, and one other player. I don't have them all memorized, guys. All right, 11 out of 12. Pretty good. That's passing.
Yep.
That's how I ran them down in the video. Check it out. I will put it on the end of this video as well, so you guys can just click on it and go straight there. But go check that video out.
I don't know if I got this or not. I don't think I did. There it is. That's not what I wanted.
It's probably good when you flip over to baseball, daily baseball, which is kind of crazy right now looking at where I'm at. But there's a very large number beside my name, so I can appreciate that right now.
There you
go. 15,000. So we'll take that.
I'll take it. So the plan was to come back around on this and take Surratt from Baltimore, and then the one ahead of me got him, and so then I had to go and try to find, because I was trying to pair one more with Baltimore, one more with Lamar. So Surratt was my play. Go get Komet because honestly, I don't need another Chicago because I have Monangai. Monangai is the pass catching running back. So I was fine with that. I would have got Surratt and I would have came and finished with a running back. Now I'm not happy with it, but I need to finish with a running back, and I'm not going to get anybody else to pair with Lamar in my stacks.
I may
'Cause I
have
would have
stole
had
your running
three.
back.
I would have had 3 healthy stacks.
I didn't know that's what you were going for, but I may have stolen your running back there.
No, I wasn't originally. That was not the plan originally. The plan was
What
to get
in the what? Look at the 5. He has no QB, no QB, no QB, no QB. Brissett, Tua, Penix.
So he's handcuffing himself. So he only has 2 QBs.
Like, I don't know how I don't advance in this league. I'm not saying my team's great by any stretch, but I think I've made it out of this pod before the tip. This draft did not go well for a lot of people, and I'm okay with that because I feel like, recapping my team: CMC, Chase Brown, Olave, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Jaden Daniels, DK, Chris Godwin, Kyle Pitts, Gainwell, Tyler Shuck, Rashad White, Juwan Johnson, Fernando Mendoza, Brian Robinson Jr., Jeremy Bernard, Brandon Ayuk. We know he might not play. Keyshawn Booty and Justice Hill. I think that's pretty good. And then hopefully I get the guy coming back around to me that I'm hoping to get. And then looking at Adam's team, Chase, Pickens, Kyron, Flowers. It gets off the board a little bit with its internet. Lamar Jackson, Dak, Caleb Williams, Myers, Monangai, Jones, Bill Krusky, Jake Ferguson, Woody Marks, Antonio Williams, AJ Barner, Flournoy, Judge Judy, Cole Kmet, and Tank Dell. Going to close mine out with the tight end here if it makes it to me. I hope he does. But yeah, like this draft pretty well, especially like a draft when Deshaun Watson is being picked. And we are going to do one more draft, I believe, guys. So if you want to stick with us, we are going to go back into the lobby and hopefully get into the same draft, this time a little bit more smoothly. And give you guys another 20 rounds of sweet pickings.
Smoothly would be the keyword.
Smooth Pickens. Or George Pickens?
George Pickens, maybe, but hopefully I don't have to draft him this round coming up.
I'll take George Pickens right now for sure.
Oh, right now in this round,
sure.
Yes.
I need the guy in front of me.
We're gonna go when we get back around. We're gonna go Randall for the rookie out of Clemson, I believe, right?
That is correct.
And we're gonna go with him. Was he, Randy, as Clemson being your college affiliate, as far as I know, still was he a pass catching running back or was he?
No, he's more of a thumper.
Okay, well, it's fine. I can throw him in there.
He played a lot behind Shipley, which probably also didn't help his pass catching ability. So
he's probably fighting to make the team as well. I know.
He should make it. I'd imagine he makes it with it. This is kind of the new regime there in Baltimore, so they're making their first round of picks, so he should make the team. So he goes double Arizona and double Atlanta QBs, which I do not like that at all.
Wow.
Spot there.
So he still only has 2 QBs. So
I think we're pretty good on the recap for this one. I think by this one we've beaten the dead horse. Like my team, do not like your team.
How did our guy over in the 12 hole finish out?
I really didn't want to vomit before. Why don't we do this? Instead of looking at that guy's team, let's grade our own team. I'm going to let you grade your team. I'll grade your team, and then we'll do the same for mine.
Okay. Grading my team, the first 5 picks were solid.
No, the whole team. You don't get to grade it by the ones you like.
Oh, well, it was. I give it a solid B-.
Chase Pickens, Kyron, Flowers, Lamar, Dak, Caleb, Myers, Monangai, Jones, Krusky, Merritt, Ferguson, Marks, Antonio Williams, Barner, Flournoy, Judy, Komet, Tank Dell and Adam Randall. I'll give that. I'm gonna go C- for yours on that one. Not a big fan. I was torn between a C- and a D. Looking at mine, McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Olave, Devonta Smith, Adunze, Jaden Daniels, DK, Godwin, Kyle Pitts, Kenny Gainwell, Shuck, Rashad White, Juwan Jennings, Mendoza, Brian Robinson, Jeremy Bernard, Brandon Ayuk, Keyshawn Booty, is it Justice Hill, right?
Yep.
And Michael Mayer. I would say I'm probably a solid B.
Yeah, I was going to give you a B or a B plus.
That's where I think we're at with that one. And let's flip back over to the lobby here. Hopefully my baseball winnings are still in there. Let me know when you're ready if you want to do the countdown, and we'll get into this next draft. I'm at the screen where we can hit the enter.
I am not there yet.
Again, if you guys want to go check out the site, rankings will be up soon. breakingboardsdfs.com, and check us out and give us a like on this video and subscribe to the channel.
3, 2, 1, go.
I am 4 of 12.
I am 4 of 12. I don't know how we could both be 4 of 12, so.
I'm probably likely 4 on my screen. You're probably 5. Yep. And there's 6 has already joined, so we're halfway there.
I did rehook up to the internet for this one. So if my verbiage gets a little bit construed, or if I'm not talking clearly, it's because I'm going to draft correctly.
I think after we just watched your last draft, the jury's still out on the whole correct thing. So we'll see how this one goes, and we'll play it from
Drafting
there.
Correctly, yes.
But yeah, I don't think. I mean, given that last room, I feel exceptionally well about that team, even though I don't like some of the picks. I'm lower than the field on DK Metcalf. I'm lower than the field on CMC. I'm lower than the field, like, significantly on Brandon Ayuk. But when you got guys who their only quarterbacks are Carson Beck, Jacoby Brissett, Michael Penix, Tua, or you got a guy at the turn taking Josh Allen and James Cook at the end of round 1, I'm feeling pretty good about my team.
Yeah, that's an interesting draft overall, but something we enjoy seeing, because
I mean, you have 3 teams. You have 3 teams that are struggling. I mean, your team with the 3 quarterbacks back to back on accident. Obviously, I know you didn't mean to do it. The guy with essentially 4 backup level quarterbacks, and then you have a guy with stacking the most expensive quarterback by a significant margin with his non-pass catching running back.
You did have a number 6 over there also do. Wait, were you number 6? So 7. Oh, well, 6 or 7 was the one that did 3 quarterbacks in a row as well, like I did, but they did it 3 rounds later. They started.
I was actually pick 6. I didn't know what you were going to say, so I didn't want you to say something.
Oh,
a jerk.
No,
I lied.
No.
But yeah, I was pick 6.
Okay, so it was 7 then.
So you're pick 2, it looks like, and I am pick 10. It looks like we have a Leg Up subscriber, or maybe someone who works at Leg Up in here as well.
Okay.
So it should be interesting.
You see anybody?
I don't know why it will not update my profile picture. It's been done like
the old one up there. Yeah.
The old logo.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully you will be seeing at the top of the leaderboard in the early baseball today.
Mine will not start until 3:40. My baseball, as I'm in a 2-game slate. They call it the late slate or something like that on DraftKings.
They call it something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team's looking pretty good. I got a home run from Brooks Lee, looks like, and one from Christian Yelich as well. So, and was it Chandler Simpson? Is that the guy for Tampa Bay?
That is.
He's on first base now, so he should be on second or third here in a very short amount of time.
my lineup is going to consist of if Michael Walker does well, I do well.
Okay, so you're not doing well. That's good. That's good.
Remember, when you watch this, we are filming on Memorial Day, which is Monday, May 25th. So if Michael Walker has had a no-hitter on this day, and you understand that, you know that I've made some money. He is playing the Yankees at home. He's at home, but yeah.
You remember earlier when we talked about the Brandon Ayuk odds and how they were like 3%? I think you're at like 0.000000000.
Look, I'm not looking for a no-hitter. I'm just looking for something.
3%. I'm gonna go on a limb and say you take Jahmyr Gibbs here.
Yeah.
Wow. Shocker. No Josh Allen that early.
No Josh Allen that early. No.
I don't like how everything's just going off the board as it should.
Form.
There we go.
Hey, somebody went a little bit weird. And you again are not using rankings because we're
vibing
straight through.
We're vibing right now.
We're vibing at the 10 slot, right? So,
which I hope Solomon Ross St. Brown.
Man, if it was last draft, it would have been Justin Jefferson.
That's correct.
That is sad. I mean, either one of these two is fine for you coming up next, I would say. And there it is. Amon-Ra.
Baby.
Got him.
Ross St. Brown.
Got him.
I don't need no stinking rankings.
Nope, not when you have that guy falling in your lap at 10.
I like it. He's actually like my pick 8 overall.
Where does
I update my rankings?
Where does it get weird?
I'm gonna say the guy who took Jefferson gets weird in round 2, and probably goes like not too crazy, but he'll get like Kenneth Walker, who went 1-9 in the last draft.
He did.
Hopefully they don't toss that last draft because I feel pretty good about my chances of getting out of that pod.
Okay, that looks normal. Cook and A chain. Okay, that makes sense. Not Cook and Josh Allen.
I was hoping to get Saquon there. I don't like Kenneth Gainwell a lot. We're gonna go with Drake London and move him up just a little bit.
He was next on my board, so that makes sense. I mean, on my rankings, so I mean, there's no way I could get to him, obviously. I'm having him look down.
Oh, he can't get Kenneth Walker because he went one pick before him.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker a little early.
This all looks good to me right now. I mean, I have it ranked differently, but like at least the guys make sense.
They do. Well, that was a little high for what I had.
Yeah. Yeah, I have him at like 24, 23, 24.
He's 23. That's what I had him at.
I definitely have him after Henry and Hampton and Bowers. I'm assuming this is Trey McBride. They typically always go back to back, but I prefer Bowers quite significantly over.
That's a reach for love.
Sometimes you just need to feel love.
I know he's coming back around, but
you just need to feel love sometimes, and you just have to.
I took Pickens last draft. He was next on my board, minus McBride, which I'm not ready to take.
Well, I just appreciate you taking the player that I took last time. Well,
there you go. I mean, there's no need to have him again. So
you're eliminating my Shuck later in the draft, but I did replace it with Goff or Tua later in the draft. Mm-hmm. What in the A
little early. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
yeah, I have those guys significantly later.
We're going to go ahead and get McBride coming back around since he's still going to be there. I know it's only 3 spots later, but it feels better in the 3rd round than he does in the 2nd round to me.
I know you pissed this guy off because he was hoping for the Love McBride, come back with Carson Beck, and then you could have got Burrow. I mean, you could have drafted Burrow appropriately, gotten Beck at the end of the draft. So I guess this guy's probably cursing at you, or lady is cursing at you in their home right now.
Hopefully I just ended their draft, Now they don't know where to go.
Like a rage quit.
Yeah, that they're just like, now what? What do I do?
I'm gonna flip back over when it gets to Haas bets, just so I can see what that's early on T Higgins,
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
I think by about 4 or 5 picks. Would have loved to have gotten Josh Jacobs here. Let's flip back over and see what we're looking at. Honestly, I'm going to take the broken wide receiver or the currently incarcerated wide receiver. I love getting Rashee Rice in round 3. I don't think he gets suspended. The NFL is going to want Kansas City to be good with Mahomes coming back. And I feel like that's a very strong wide receiver room in Amon-Ra, Drake London, and Rashee Rice.
It is. It is. I have Rashid Rice. I put him way down my board just because I just don't feel it right now. I don't feel him personally.
He's an idiot. Mentally, he needs some help, and I hope he gets it. And I hope all the good stuff, right? But currently, what he's shown us, he's an idiot. Which I was an idiot that young in my life as well. So I'm not blaming it on him, not to the extent, but I also didn't have the money that he has.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think the NFL does anything. I don't think he gets any kind of suspension. I think he's there for week 1. I think he plays fine. And then by the time week 4 gets around and Mahomes is back up to speed, then I think you see regular Rashee Rice. Now, I doubt he gets the contract that he probably wants because of all the stupid things that he's done, but I think he'll be fine. I think right now is the time to take Rashee Rice, because once the news comes out and breaks that he is going to play and going to be fine, it's going to be too late to get cheap Rashee Rice. Part of me is torn between Garrett Wilson and Ladd McConkey. I do like Garrett Wilson a bit, but I have some week 17 stuff with Ladd McConkey, so we're going to go wide receiver number 4, and we're going to piss boy yellow it. Boom, 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 boom. 4 wide receivers through round number 4. Love these guys through PPR. Amon-Ra, Drake, Rashee Rice, and Ladd McConkey.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we do this the first video where you didn't have a running back forever?
You don't need them. They're overrated. No, I'm just kidding. I am a very, which you know this, I'm okay at making stands. I'm okay with when the room is doing something. I'm okay with doing something else. And right now, running backs are being pushed up the board. If we were on underdog, I'd be a little bit more leery and trying to take running backs. But since we're on DraftKings, I'm trying to do the opposite of the board so that when my teams hit, they hit hard.
I feel that. I do feel it.
Baby.
Where
another home run for your boy.
There you go.
Jonathan Aranda. So Simpson didn't have the time to make it to second because he was walking around it.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. So Jacob Mizorowski has a no-hitter through 4 with 8 Ks.
Okay. Through 4? Well, still a long way off from being that, but
4 is also the number of people he hasn't struck out.
True.
Go ahead and start your QB run if you'd like.
No, I'm not ready for that. I'm just going to keep where it is.
Also,
stay within myself, stay within my rankings, and play.
I like your wide receiver room right now with Olave, Burden, and JMO.
Thank you.
Also, I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but I don't condone violence against children. Definitely don't condone that. But sometimes in your life, you just have to let them know. My niece, who it's her birthday, 15th birthday, came over with my brother. She thought she was going to lay the smack down on me in some Mario Kart. And as you know, bad idea. That's a bad idea. I don't know if I hurt her feelings, but I think she definitely needs to go back to the drawing board, reevaluate her life decisions, because she's making mistakes. And those mistakes are carrying.
Did she call the police on you?
She did not. No authorities were contacted, but There were a lot of screaming, kicking, and a bunch of L's for her. Also, my brother had to learn the lesson. His wife had to learn the lesson. It was a nasty, it was a nasty situation where they just thought they'd test the GOAT. And yeah, don't come at Tom Brady unless you're prepared to take an L. And the same thing with me for Mario Kart. So I had to take Hammer, bro. I let them pick my cart. I don't need to pick. You just tell me which one you want me to take, and I went ahead and laid the smack down.
I can attest that your Mario Kart skills are pretty supreme, for sure.
Some say immaculate.
I've been on the wrong end of many of a beatdown from you on Mario Kart.
Look, we all make mistakes, and we all try to do things that we shouldn't. And sometimes in life it just catches up with you, and it hurts. It hurts when it does. But here we are.
I think we think that we can go to the well many times over and get a different result, but it never happens.
So the board is telling me to take Joe Burrow, and if I had some Cincinnati stacks, I would. I'm not high on Bishal Tootin at all. I'm about to make a huge mistake, and I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. I think at this pick, I honestly think he's going to be a good pick this year. I've tried the Marvin Harrison experiment before and failed just like everyone else. I actually think he's going to be a good pick at this current selection. I'd like to catch him falling a little bit. I'd like to be in like this end of the range. I didn't love a whole lot right there. I was loving my draft through 4, and now I'm kind of like through 6 with the Bucky and Marvin Harrison, because I'm not high on those guys. And here we go with the QB situation again.
Yeah, you knew this was going to happen eventually. They were going to be like, once one goes, then another one goes, then another one goes, and it gets weird.
Who are you looking at here at in round 6?
2 QBs are on my board, but one of them makes sense. I don't know if I want to get them yet, but I probably should get him because he's going to not be there coming back around. So let me go get Caleb to go with Berg. That's fine. But then I will take a step back and continue to let the board speak to me.
And by the way, like, I hate that Bucky pick for me, but like 10 picks, whatever it was, past ADP, I had to take the value.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because I'm never clicking Bucky. Like for me, he's like pick 60 or something in my ranking. So
I thought I hit that guy.
Oh, here we go. Internet's going. He's going to take his 13th quarterback.
Here it is. I can't do anything about it.
You're lagging very badly, so I'm going to take over the mic for a second. So let me know when you think you got it fixed. Hopefully you went Jalen Hurts. I don't know why you would have. So I doubt that you actually made that pick. But you may have. And maybe you got some Dallas Goedert, Mekhi Lemon dreams coming around here. So
back. It's not going to come to me.
You're still lagged pretty bad. Yeah, I doubt you're getting. I doubt he's falling back to you there with Mekhi Lemon, but anything's possible. I'm probably going to go over my rankings here a little bit again and take Chris Godwin, and I'm probably going to be done with, 6 receivers, which is the lowest amount of receivers that I've taken in any draft so far. Should probably honestly flip Herbert and Mahomes, given how this room is going, but I like the value there on Chris Godwin. I'll probably be done. I might take one in the last round, and then hopefully at the turn here I can come back with either Herbert, Mahomes, and get one of these guys here at Pick number 87 for me, Adam. You got the audio fix there, you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're good now. I could hear you breathing like you were trying to like the call was coming from inside the house type situation. So I didn't know if you were about to like come to all of our houses simultaneously and put us on a Netflix documentary or what was going on.
Yeah, the internet is not the greatest at my house. Period. When multiple devices are going on at the same time, we struggle. For anybody who has Spectrum internet, y'all probably know what I'm feeling.
It's a spectacle right now, is what it is, because we're all watching. It's kind of like when we watched was it Colts and Bears Super Bowl, and by like halftime everyone was asleep. It's kind of that kind of spectacle, I think, for all of us at this point.
I was at my brother's house, and then we left that and went to my buddy who owns a hotel, and we went and we all got into the pool, and then we went from the pool into the room, and we'll stop it there.
So you, your brother, and your buddy were in a pool and in a hotel room together.
My brother did not.
We're just going to end the show.
My brother did not go with us. It was the girls that we had over at my brother's house that went with us.
Hey, man, whatever you need to tell yourself, I think in 2026, it's all acceptable. I'm a little worried right now. These golfing trips we've been having.
Yeah.
The landscape is changing.
Changing for sure. Just like my draft, which was absolutely splendid until that little internet disruption, and now I'm not where I want to be.
Go ahead and grab your third quarterback, and let's get this thing rocking like we had it last draft.
I mean, we could really do that. We could really do that for sure.
You do know you're on the clock, correct?
I do know I'm on the clock.
With 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Another receiver that could end up in jail by midseason.
Could possibly. I don't think he is going to, though.
You would hope not, but these guys surprise us from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
$15 seconds left for you.
I know I went Calvin Nagai last draft, but he's there again, and I wasn't reaching for my pick right there, so.
Through 9 for Adam, he has Jahmyr Gibbs, Chris Olave, Trey McBride, Luther Burden, J-Mo, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Addison, and Kyle Monangai. I have Amon-Ra, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Ladd McConkey, Bucky Irving, Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Godwin, Patty Mahomes. I mean, if this were my actual choice, 99.10% of the time, I would take Jacoby Myers. But given that we only have one running back so far, we're going to go ahead and take Blake Corum and get a little bit more Corum stance going here. And then at the turn, we're either going to take Gainwell, Worthy, or if nobody takes Jacoby Myers, I can't just leave him sitting there. So I kind of hope somebody takes Jacoby Myers so I don't have to make that decision. But if I'm forced to make the decision, we're going to do what we got to do.
Got to do what you
wouldn't
do.
Wouldn't mind getting Josh Downs. There we go. Oh, he took Worthy. What? On an unstacked Mahomes team. Okay. If you guys are going to give me Jacoby Myers, what is this pick? Like one? Okay. There we go. All is right with the world again. I view Kenny Gainwell in the same tier as these guys. It's based on team need for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Gainwell, but I wouldn't mind getting Kincaid, Downs, or Pierce Hall. If I get Allen, I'd go Kincaid. If I had a bunch of running backs, I'd go with either one of these guys. So yeah. I like this range quite a bit. All the players go off the board that I talked about, and I will go Kenny Gainwell, who I like a lot on DraftKings.
I had him queued up in my queue. Now he gone.
Rescued the running back position a little bit there with Blake Corum and Kenny Gainwell for me through round number 10. I did say I was going to do a better job at running down the draft recaps, but again, we're already in round 10, so I suck at life. Let me know how bad I suck at life in the comments. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know that I suck as a narrator. But hopefully you like what you're seeing.
Just feel free to pause the draft whenever you need to see the board and what it's done each round. You have the ability to do so.
Like you kind of should have paused before you keep taking all these terrible picks. I think might be the way to go.
Pause. Could not pause, unfortunately. Fortunately, we are live. We have to go on this draft. This draft does not have a pause button. So
I was really hoping you were going to go with the Bruce Buffer. We are. I can't do it.
live.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there are some videos on Facebook of me doing that. Son of a ugh.
You sound like you're all shook up.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about that one. Not at all.
I guess why didn't you flip Jones and Murray with Addison? No, Murray's already gone. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's okay.
But is it though?
Yeah, it's fine. I got somebody paired with Jalen, so that I didn't even want necessarily, but here we are.
I'm going to flip back over to the board and see what is available for me. I don't love a lot of this right now. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm good at receiver, so I don't really want to take Concepcion. Top of my board is Fergie. Top of my rankings would be Concepcion. Can I take one more receiver and be done? Was that 6, 7? Let's live a little. KC. Does that count as part of my KC stack? What are the rules on that?
No.
I mean,
no.
Okay.
I get it, but no.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely done at receiver. That was probably a little too much to go, but I might have one of their most. If I can get running back there and backdoor some QBs and try to make that situation palatable, I should be okay. But we definitely need to go heavy. Need to go heavy running back. Probably going to go 3 QBs, 5 or 6 running backs, stop at receiver right now, and then whatever's left in tight end. So it's probably a 3, 6, 7, 4 build for me, likely. We're going to go Rashad White in back-to-back drafts.
We got to get another quarterback because both our quarterbacks are on a week 10 bye, so we have to go back and get a quarterback, unfortunately. Because I was planning on this being a 2 QB draft originally, and that did not happen, unfortunately.
You should have just gotten Shuck. Is what you should have done.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Coming back around to you here in round number 12.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whoever took Steph Diggs there, I really don't understand that pick at all. That's another player that does he play? Probably. Where does he play?
Correct.
Does he play well? How long does he play? I think if you're
True.
doing projections, you either wait before we have another Amari Cooper situation like last year. I understand like getting the closing line value, but if he doesn't play, like you need active players on your roster. What are you thinking here? Your pick.
We'll go Rondé Gatson. Maybe. He is next to my board. He's probably gonna go. Yeah. Either if I don't get him or do get him.
Who are you going to flip at the turn here?
I am gonna flip at the turn, but not exactly how we expect to flip.
Was that English or did I miss the player that you were planning on here? I mean, I don't think R_Smith_6 can hear us, but
No, we're gonna go with Omar Cooper Jr. right here. Actually, we're not because he just got taken. So yeah, so I guess that's not happening.
Yeah, I was wondering how you had 5 aces.
Yep,
here we are.
We're gonna take Pacheco, backing up our number 1 in Gibbs. So
Thinking about who I might want. Thinking about who I might want to take coming up here. Okay, so there goes Strange. And there goes Chicaconquo, which was top of my queue. Probably gonna go Bryce Young, even though I don't love it. Trying to figure something out as far as stacking partners later on in the draft, which is getting kind of thin. But at the QB position, again, like last draft, there was some reaching, and I don't know who I would pair at this point with Daniel Jones. So we're going to go with Bryce Young. And I'm so good at wide receiver. Like, this is the part where I would go back and take someone besides Marvin Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know that I would like so many wide receivers right now. Like, I prefer Jalen Naylor to either of these guys. I really don't want Hunter Henry unless I have Drake May.
Yeah.
I want 0 Tyreek Hill, as you see on your screen. I want 0 Brissett. I actually think that Beck plays the weeks that are important. Do I have? Well, that was my next idea. Was going Mendoza again and then coming back with Mayer like we did last draft, but which I probably would have done looking at my team now. I really prefer Jalen Naylor to anyone right now that's on the board. Maybe Trey Tucker. I'm gonna go with Tyler Algier, and hopefully, I think they're going to run the ball so much in Arizona. Could be a situation where I think they move on. I think Trey Benson's either a practice squad or doesn't make the team. I think James Conner gets traded maybe to a team like Minnesota. And I think Carson Beck is taking over at the end of the year. So it could be Beck, Love, and McBride, Harrison, and Algier, and Michael Wilson on the field.
Agreed.
What are you thinking as you're coming back around on your pick here?
It's not really looking great, but I think I want to take. I don't know. I really don't.
That's a very solid stance.
Next on my board on my rankings is Jacoby Brissett, but I don't want him. I know I have McBride up there, but I don't want that to happen.
Well, if you take Brissett, that leaves me back, so we'll have both ends covered.
Yeah, but
and one of us would have to be right.
One of us is gonna be right. So I'm just gonna take what's next on my board, and that is Trey Tucker.
I like Trey Tucker a lot this year. Well, there should be no risk of Brissett should fall back to you here at the, was that 15-2?
Still don't want him though. That's the problem.
How are we looking in baseball?
Mine still has not started, so hopefully yours is still riding high.
I've dropped to 8th, so we'll see. See how it ends up. I don't know when the last game of this slate starts. If we're being perfectly honest, it should have started, I would imagine, already. But I don't know. I do not know that for a fact. Let's see what we're talking about here.
It's Jacoby Brissett. I didn't want it, but that's how it's going to be.
Got him. Murakami hit another home run.
That makes sense.
What is that, like his 56th home run before the All-Star break?
He's nearing 20.
He's got to be over 20.
Is he at 20 or 21 maybe now?
Got to be over 20. Got to be over 20. And again, without my rankings up, I'm going to flip back over to the board here and try to pick out what I'm doing next. I definitely need tight end. So I could throw those guys up there. Geno is a possibility, maybe. I don't have any current stacking options. Kate Otten as well. Gunnar Helm. Yeah. Firemuth. Hawk Tua. None for you, Brazel. No, we do not want to go there. Is it on me?
It is.
I think I'm just going to take the top of what would be my queue here and go with AJ Barner.
Yeah, I mean, getting AJ Barner this late, it feels like a crime sometimes. I think he's like probably number 5 or 6 tight end.
I understand the like the Elijah Arroyo scare, but they're going to run 12 and 13 personnel in Seattle. They don't ever run 3 wide, hardly ever. Yeah. So honestly, I like Barner more than I like Kupp or Torrey Horton. Like I don't mind Shaheed, but I don't know that Shaheed's not just a fancy kick returner, like a Devin Hester type situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should probably go Geno here. But as we talked about earlier, I don't really do a whole lot of things that I'm supposed to do. So we're going to see what falls, but they're really going to force me to take Geno. Man, it's 9 picks ADP. I don't want to. We're going Kate Otten.
There you go.
Kate Otten. Another player who I think is severely underranked, in my opinion.
I think he had such a down year last year that people are scared. Recency bias or lack thereof for Kate Otten. It's really turning people off this year.
Wasn't he fine last year, though?
He was not fine last year. No.
I mean, a 22.4 in week 18, a 17.2, 13.5, 10.1, 12.1. Like, I don't need him to blow up every year, or every week, but
One
what was
TD.
the average?
One
7
TD.
points. I'll take 7 points. That was with Mike Evans there, though.
I get that. That was with Chris Godwin pretty much not there, though. Nick Singleton was my next pick, by the way.
But I mean,
big time back around.
What? You went to a Bijan, I take it? I don't know that I would have added a third QB, honestly. Oh, you went with the full leaning into the Tennessee thing.
Yeah, right now, I mean, I don't have Cam, so it's not going to really matter. I can still get Cam, though. No, I can't.
Is he on the board still?
Picked, right? No, he's gone.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
I'm about to say he's been gone. So, but those were the two highest on my board. So I just, again, not going to reach. Just going to go ahead and get that. Right now we're just trying to fill up the bench, the positions, make sure the bye weeks don't overlap, and get you set up people that we'll need toward the end of the year come playoff time.
Went with Justice Hill there. Need a pass catching running back. Gorham Gainwell, Rashad White. I'm trying to take like a couple of thumpers and a couple of pass catchers every time that comes around to me here on DraftKings. I'm really glad I went with Otten because Freiermuth was the back option that I had going on there, but he went off the board super early in this draft. Another guy that I think is undervalued personally. So at the end of my draft, I got 3 picks left. I'm going to go quarterback, tight end, more than likely.
Yep.
May go Brazel, so we're going to keep him on the board. So we'll see what happens there. If I can get my mouse to work, my mouse is freaking out right now.
We're going to go running back, probably running back, receiver, running back, something like that. So
Let me queue up a lot of these tight ends in case something happens with my internet. We're going to go ahead and lock up Carson Beck, get our QB3. And just keep the board moving here. We got some options at tight end now. And again, if Brazel makes it cool, I don't really need Brazel, and I don't really think he would contribute to my team. So I probably would go with one of the Carolina tight ends mixed in with whatever my other tight end shall be. What do you think is coming up on you right here?
We're going to go running back right here. And we're probably going to go Sean Tucker.
Chandler Simpson just hit a double. Put me into 4th.
Boom. So, nailed it.
It'd be nice to take down some cash in that league, hopefully. May not be anything life-changing, but I'll take $5,000. You said you're going Sean Tucker here?
Yes.
Should have the goal line roll, I would imagine, for Tampa Bay. So I prefer him on underdog, but I don't hate it if you need a running back.
We might get him, we might not. I'm not going to lie.
I was actually just looking at the radar. There is a massive, massive, massive sale headed my way, and might be very close to you because it's coming up from the south. So, so hopefully we can get the rest of this draft in the last 2 rounds. We'll probably have to kind of cut this one quick because I'd imagine that we're going to lose power very shortly. But to recap both of our teams real quick while we are sitting here. Adam out of the 2 spot. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chris Olave, Trey McBride, Luther Burden, J-Mo, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Addison, Kyle Monangai, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Dallas Goedert, Rondé Gadsden, Isaiah Pacheco, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Brissett, Nick Singleton, Calvin Ridley, and Sean Tucker. And then myself out of the 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Lad McConkey, Bucky Irving, Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Godwin Jr., Patrick Mahomes, Blake Corum, Kenny Gainwell, Casey Concepcion, Rashad White, Bryce Young, Tyler Algier, AJ Barner, Kate Otten, Justice Hill, and Carson Beck.
And I just added James Conner because I have.
What are your thoughts on where he ends up?
As far as what team?
Do you think he starts and finishes on Arizona? Because I kind of think he becomes. I really think he goes to Minnesota.
I don't know how it'll actually unfold with him, but I can see him being traded before season starts. Yeah,
I just think I think they're nice to him, and they just go to him and they say, "Hey, look, new regime. We don't want to piss off Algier, who we just brought in. You know, you can be running back 3, or we can try to send you somewhere that can use you."
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Terrence Ferguson here. Looked pretty good last year at the end of the year for the Rams. I might go unstacked. Bryce, just depending on how things fall to me here at end of this draft. I really like. I think I like Komet more than I like any other tight end here at the end of the draft. I do think Chicago's and other teams could run a lot of 2 tight end stuff.
To finish that thought about James Conner, though, if anybody has a early season injury or preseason injury to their running back depth, they will be calling Arizona for the services of James Conner. Yes.
Okay. For this last round, let's play a James Conner game. I'm going to throw out a team. If this team were to get James Conner, you tell me where they would get drafted. Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
4th.
You think he'd go in the 4th round? I don't know. I'd have him like 10 or 11. Okay. Baltimore.
7th.
Colts.
7th.
Niners.
10th.
Trying to think of another good team, another good landing spot. You got any you can think of off the top of your head? Cincinnati.
5th.
The Giants.
5th.
Cleveland.
Fourth round.
Washington.
4th.
Las Vegas.
7th.
Houston.
I don't know who I'm getting. I'm trying to get Brazel, but I'm probably not getting Brazel. I got Brazel. Okay. Houston.
Yep.
5th.
Last one, Seattle.
Eighth.
All right, let's do a recap real quick and let's get out of here. Like I said, we got a huge storm headed our way. So out of the 2 spot, you have Adam with Jahmyr Gibbs, Chris Olave, Trey McBride, Luther Burden, J-Mo, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Addison, Kyle Monangai, Tyrone Tracy, Dallas Goedert, Rondé Gadsden, Isaiah Pacheco, Trey Tucker, Brissett, Nick Singleton, Calvin Ridley, Sean Tucker, James Conner, and Chris Brazel. Out of the 10 spot, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Lad McConkey, Bucky Irving, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Patrick Mahomes, Blake Corum, Kenny Gainwell, Casey Concepcion, Rashad White, Bryce Young, Tyler Algier, AJ Barner, Kate Otten, Justice Hill, Carson Beck, Terrence Ferguson, and Cole Kmet. If you had to give your draft a grade, what are you looking at?
B-.
I'm going to go with the same for yours. What do you think for mine?
B.
I'm actually going to stick with a B-. I think we both did fine in that one. I don't see anything that's exceptional.
No.
That's going to do it for the drafts for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you stayed with us this far, drop a like and subscribe. A lot of content coming your way. Also, if you're interested in ranks, go check out our site over at breakingboardsdfs.com. I will throw the QR code up on your screen currently, so you can just scan it and head right over there as well. Happy you all could join us on this Memorial Day. Appreciate all the ones that gave their life for the country. Been in a few of those countries that could have been the case, but just wasn't my time. So I appreciate the ones who did. And yeah, we'll definitely be putting out some more content. There's going to be some stuff on the channel already. You can go check out that I just dropped today. This one will be coming soon. And then we will get you guys some more content by the end of the week. And hopefully you have a good rest of your week. Adam, you got anything before we get out of here?
Hey, y'all just be safe. Have a wonderful, whenever you watch this, make sure your day is wonderful. Have a good one.
Cool. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time.
See you.